Welcome back, everyone. It's been a little bit of while since you've probably heard my voice. We've gone through the Alliance raids of Stormblood, which was a pretty neat little idea, as it was based on an older Final Fantasy title, Final Fantasy Tactics, and some Final Fantasy XII, I believe, is in there too. In any case, we're going to go ahead and do some tombstone changes here, because I believe that we just need to... Let's see, I do believe we just need the gauntlets, I think. So for that, we have the gauntlets. I do believe we need to pick up the... I believe we need to pick up a shield, which I'm trying to remember which one we have to go to for the shield. I'm fairly certain they should sell me the shield here somewhere. I can't remember which one does, though. That's a bit bad on me, isn't it? Under other? Oh, hang on a second. Let's go ahead and put on our, I can see we have the Moogle cap that we got from the Valentine's Day event. That puts us at 379. That's nice. Have just about a full set of gear here. I probably should get rid of that ring next up. That's the first thing I do after even this last thing I need. Here's the weapons, okay. And yes, we can get our shield. Very nice indeed. With that, I believe this is in a very nice position indeed. We're at 381 now. The only things left are to get rid of all this stuff, basically. So yeah, I do believe the rest of the stuff is 180 each. So we're still gonna need a bit, but by far we are in a much better position than where we were before. Oh wait, never mind. They're actually 280 each. Never mind. But yeah, we're gonna need essentially 5 in all left. Because we're gonna need one of each of these, but I believe we need a second ring as well. So yeah, we're slowly making our way through this though. Let's go ahead and start out the next main questing here at Mordona. I just travel there, why not? We'll be starting the 4.4 content here. At this point, we just have 4.4 and 4.5 to go through for the main story quest, and we also have the normal raid set to do. And after that, we'll be ready to go, I think. Just go ahead and make our way in here. Here we go. Oh, Nora, if you come here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. Everything is exactly as it was. Ustola is still investigating primals in the Far East, Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces, and alphinaud is still out there somewhere. There's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to calls, and all the while I'm just meant to sit around here waiting. It's driving me mad. Begging your pardons, I bear a message from the Azorian Alliance. Thank the gods for that, we have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I would be most eager to hear it. My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of Asunian interference. They humbly request the presence of Science of the Seventh Dawn. Having access to intelligence provided by the Alamigan resistance concerning the whereabouts of Xeno's remains, they do suspect Asunian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. As the foremost authorities on our foe, your Order's counsel will be most welcome. Of course, we shall be glad to visit in whatever way we can. Or assist, I mean. But almost everyone else afield, I say this one falls to us, by which I mean I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust. Of course we will, why not? There you have it, we accept the invitation. Thank you, the time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that council will take place in Alamigo, by your leave. I somewhat doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than doing nothing, as of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we? Thancred, what's going on, man? Alright, just be careful on the road back, you hear? Hey, you're right, Ryle. Is Thancred coming back? Aye, that he is. Says he acquires some important intelligence. Being in Galonian territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperials were listening in, so he said he'd head back as quick as he could, and to make sure someone was waiting for him in the Alamigan quarter. Understood. Nara and I will go. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and there'll be sure to be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off. It sounds like maybe they finally found out what happened to alphinaud. So I'm sure the crash probably got back to the Imperial territory too. Sure, we'll go ahead and mend all that, why not? I think we may have to, see if we can't, just go ahead and go down here below. He's already here. You two are a sight for sore eyes. All I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Just being through Imperial territory is thirsty work.
God, I needed that.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well. The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance. But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation. We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
There is at least a spark of hope, then.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight. The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamegan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire. That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself, our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamor for retribution.
And who do they think orchestrated this summoning?
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Yes. An Ascian wears his skin. But it was not that which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But alphinaud should have arrived by now. Could they be holding in there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination. As you know, Scions assigned to covert operations, such as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally alphinaud's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with alphinaud?
Spoke with, no. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd. Something must have happened to them there. There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
I had a feeling you might say that.
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if alphinaud's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
Alright, we're taking a trip to the burn. Though I am to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before alphinaud's trail goes cold. I propose we first pay Ian a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments. He may very well be able to advise us on how best to reach the burn. Solid plan. Ystola is in Doma, is she not? I dare say she'd join you in the search if you asked her nicely. While you see to all that, I shall go report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations for the council to me. Thank you, Thancred. Right to Doma. We have much and more to share with Ystola. go and just pick up here and go straight to Doma here. Doman Enclave. Nice rain going on here. Yeah, that's curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear what you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, my lady. You are most kind. Well, two faces from the dim and distant past. Come now, it hasn't been that long. Who was that you were speaking with? Local miner who supplies crystals for the rebuilding effort. The lady claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. On learning that I have some knowledge of either, he came seeking my counsel. Just now he brought me one of his recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of any elemental energy, nearly reminiscent of the dissuspected crystals that manifested in Zorzia in the days prior to the calamity. It would be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely. Indeed, but on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. More an interest in than a liking to, I think. The sight of a Miko-tea with a peculiar contraption upon her head has a certain novelty value in these parts. Any actual regard they may have for me I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative. I am pleased to report that I have all but concluded my investigation. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon an ether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct a summoning. So the fact that they are objects of worship is the key, that they are themselves suffused with a risket belief. Correct, such sacred relics as the Kojin collect obviate the need for religious fervor in the summer. Yutsuyu, being the most obvious example, she had but to associate the artifact given to her by Sashi with the divine, and serve to amplify her desires and give them form. A form nourished through the power of crystals, also provided by her brother, and thus was Tsutsumi brought into being. Which brings me to the question of preventive measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present I know of naught that will avail us, save us to keep watch over the movement of relics and crystals, as we did not have enough to keep watch over already. I doubt you came all this way to hear that which may be perused in the report. Has something happened to alphinaud? I shall join you in your search, of course. Thank you, Estola. I should be glad of your help, truly. Now, if there's nothing else, I shall go on ahead and request an audience of Lord Hien. Estola puts on a brave face, but she has little talent for concealment. We should join her at the Kinikan. Let's see what Hien has to say about all this, because I think the bird's not too far from here, is it? It's part of Uthrad, westward, right? At least from what I last remember of a map, anyways. Greetings, my friend. His has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have our full cooperation in search, even if alphinaud's trail does lead to the burn of all places. Quite a bit of stuff here, huh? The region knows the burn occupies a special place in Galenian history. Every child in the Empire is familiar with the tale. In the distant past, it was a verdant land teeming with life, but successive summoning saw it fled dry of ether and reduced to a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation that Primus had wrought, the Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind. The burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why alphinaud might have gone there? I am mischance. Though it lies on the route to Galamad, it is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encountered some manner of trouble there. In any event, I am of the same mind as the assailant. We have no choice but to take our search to the burn. Given the considerable distances involved, it is best we went by bird. Nara and I have our yoles. Yagiri, will you make ready falcons for the others? I shall gather our swiftest birds. Near the House of the Fierce, there's an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations. It's still raining out here. We're not too far away from the teleport there. Oh, there's a lot of side quests here. Apparently I need to head upwards from here. Ah, there we go. If everyone is here and possessed of a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There is no civilization to speak of for 100 miles in all directions. Take care you do not lose your way. Oh, we're right up against a dungeon already. That's pretty nice, I guess. Okay, so in the next video, we will go ahead and do the burn. Let's see how that goes for us. And hopefully find an alphinaud in the same way, so... I'll see you guys next time.